put out about the Tate brothers in that it's 13, 14, because like that's when young men are getting the most rejection from women or from girls once they take an interest. And I was listening to Peterson on Rogan, and Peterson had a good take on this, and I think that's right. Is that Tate is not a role model, but the question is being a monster better than being an incel? And I would say yes.
Well,
but
I'd rather be a wolf than a sheep. But I mean, like, there's so many other options, like shepherd, sheepdog, and that parable.
Right. What's better than being the monster? And I'm not terribly alarmed at 13 to 15 year olds following Tate, because they're going to figure this is the path I had to take. I mean, I did the military and got fairly comfortable with violence and harnessing that, and you have to integrate that into your persona so that you're a benefit to your community. And that means being gentle 99.999% of the time and being able to protect people when you need to. But like, that doesn't start there. That starts with having a very low resolution understanding of reality. And that's where these 13 to 15 year old guys are. And they see Tate, and Tate is better than what they are.
I have to strongly disagree. If you're a mom of a adolescent kid, the last person they need to be watching is any of the Tate brothers.
Now, men make men. And I know you disagree with me, but I'm telling you from a man's perspective, those young men need to go through their bad phase in order to tame it.
Well, I think you're both right in a sense, and these are kind of the mom and dad perspectives, really. I mean, so Christy's absolutely saying, like, I don't want my kid to follow a pimp. Sure. And Brooks, you're saying, well, it's better to be a killer or a pimp than to be incel prey that's going to kill yourself at 18. Yeah, that's true. Yes, but true. I would note that, like, that's like saying it's better to be a 3 than a 2 on a 1 to 10 scale. Like, that's why I put those things. So we need more guys that aren't complete bums producing young men's content. I think that's.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that's the embryo stage. That's not the landing point. That's not where you want them to end up. You want them to get away from their loser traits. But then they have to harness it. Then they have to find somebody better than a Tate to listen to, and that's somebody